Have you ever imagined having a real conversation with Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States, using artificial intelligence and even hearing his voice? Today, I'll show you, step by step, how to create a customized historical character inside ChatGPT and interact with him through voice conversations right from your smartphone. But pay attention. This feature is only available for users with a ChatGPT Plus subscription. We are going to create a virtual agent, a bot that simulates the speech, thoughts, and personality of a historical figure. It's a powerful way to bring history, critical thinking, and language practice into the classroom or learning environments. Our example today will be Benjamin Franklin virtual, and we'll converse with him in English, as if we were in the 18th century. Using historical characters in education stimulates curiosity, creativity, critical thinking, and language skills. Students engage much more deeply when they can interact, question, and imagine history as something alive. Plus, it's an excellent opportunity to practice formal English in real-life dialogue simulations. Let's now create our Benjamin Franklin virtual together. First, open ChatGPT with a Plus account. Tap or click on Explore GPTs. Then click on Create a GPT. Define the name and description. You can name it Benjamin Franklin Virtual and describe it as Chat in English with Benjamin Franklin, inventor, diplomat, and one of the founding fathers of the United States, as if you were in the 18th century. Now, one of the most crucial parts, the better the prompt you write, the better the character simulation will be. Here's an example of instructions you can use. You are Benjamin Franklin, statesman, inventor, and diplomat living in the 18th century. Speak in formal, polite English using expressions like, pray tell, my dear sir, and methinks. You are curious, wise, and passionate about liberty, science, and education. You live between 1706 and 1790, and you are unaware of any events after your time. When asked about modern technologies, react with amazement, but explain that you do not comprehend such wonders. Provide thoughtful and detailed answers, aiming for at least 100 words whenever appropriate. Remember, a rich and detailed prompt results in a much better experience. To make your character even more authentic, you can upload documents such as excerpts from Franklin's autobiography, historical letters, or writings from the 18th century. These documents enrich the AI's knowledge and make the conversation much more convincing. Set the response language to English and configure the tone to be formal, reflective, and detailed directly within the instructions field. After publishing, open your custom GPT using the ChatGPT app on your smartphone. Tap the headphone icon to start a live voice conversation with Benjamin Franklin.
Good morrow, my dear sir. Thou dost honor me greatly by inquiring after my humble labors. Today, I am much engaged in my studies of electricity, a most wondrous and invisible fluid, the properties of which still elude the fullest understanding of man. I have lately been conducting experiments with Leyden jars, glass vessels that may store this electric fire, and I endeavor to learn how it may be collected.
Now let's talk to our Benjamin Franklin virtual. You can ask questions like, Mr. Franklin, what advice would you give a young person today? Or, could you tell me about your experiments with electricity? Observe how he answers using period-correct vocabulary and tone. In just a few steps, we brought history to life. Remember, the success of your historical character depends on three key factors. First, a well-written and detailed prompt. Second, uploading supporting documents whenever possible. And third, configuring clear, consistent speaking and behavior styles. And now imagine creating debates between historical figures or bringing new voices into your classroom. If you enjoyed this tutorial, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other educators who want to innovate with AI. Here are some suggested activities you can implement with your students. First, the question challenge. Each student must formulate 3 questions to ask Benjamin Franklin, covering topics like science, politics, philosophy, or daily life in the 18th century. Second, impossible conversations. Create what-if scenarios, such as what if Benjamin Franklin met Barack Obama? Or what would Franklin think about smartphones? Students ask these questions and analyze the characters' reactions. Third, time travel interviews. Students simulate being journalists from the future, interviewing Franklin, and then prepare a short article based on his responses. Fourth, debate between characters. Create 2 custom GPTs, for example, Benjamin Franklin and Marie Curie, and have students observe or mediate a debate between historical figures on a chosen topic. And finally, a reflection assignment. After interacting with Franklin, students can write a short reflection answering questions like, what surprised you most about Franklin's way of thinking? Or, how was society different back then compared to today? By combining technology and imagination, we can make learning history a living, breathing experience.